Hey guys, welcome to a special Sunday stream of a game I have been holding off on playing because I was waiting for one of the DLCs to come out, Farm Flipper. But I'm tired of waiting. I want to share this game with you guys. So, we're just going to hop into a new game. I will say, um, if you are a squeamish person, there is something in this game you do need to pay attention to. In the gameplay mechanics, there is the option to change cockroaches whenever you're cleaning some of these houses into broken glass instead. I do have that selected just in case anybody is squeamish, but just so you know, that is an option whenever you play this game. But this is House Flipper. I'm sure you've seen it at least somewhere on YouTube. It's an surprisingly addictive game to play. Um, not gonna lie. Welcome to House Flipper. This game will allow you to buy, renovate, decorate, and sell houses. For now, however, you need to you need to be content with this shack that you can call your office and the laptop that is your command center. All right. All right. Like I said, I have most of the DLC except for the pets and the farm because farming is not out yet. But one of the DLCs you get is the gardening DLC. Um, and this is just letting us know that we have unlocked gardening tools and that we have jobs relating to the gardening pack in our inbox. We also have the HGTV DLC, which again, it unlocks more renovation options. I hear my dog going crazy in the living room, and I'm guessing that's just my dad minding his own business again. But you all know how Athena does. Anyways, and same thing with the luxury DLC. You get more options for cleaning. This one comes with the renovation option, where you can renovate furniture instead of it all being destroyed and damaged and all that good stuff. You get indoor pools, creative choices. Actually, let's go back to the gardening tab. With the gardening DLC, you actually get access to garden competitions, which can increase the price that your houses sell at. So it is recommended before you do any selling of your house to go ahead and at least try to enter a garden competition. Just gives you a little bit more money in the long run. Anyways, first things first, we just gotta clear up all the garbage. And it's time to check on the emails in my laptop. But first things first, I have got to clean up this place a little bit because it bothers me. Alright, your laptop. The laptop will allow you to find jobs, buy houses, and switch between them. You cannot afford to buy a house yet, but it looks like you already have your first email. So, you take on jobs in between or before you do any house buying and house flipping to actually get your money started. So, let's see, what's our first email? Sarah Lewis, ex-boyfriend stole the radiator from my house. Hello, I'd like to hire your company to put my house in order. I know from photos posted on FaceSpam that my ex-boyfriend broke into my house, made a huge mess, and stole the radiator. It is possible that some other things are missing too. Please clean up the house and replace the missing appliances. I would ask you not to inform the police about the whole matter. I will settle it with my ex-boyfriend when after returning from a business trip. Regards, Sarah Lewis. Alright, she's a lot more chill about this than I would be, but uh, you know, that's her business. She's just hiring me to do a job. So we've unlocked our new tool, which is just the mop, and it is your basic cleaning option. So in the side, underneath the mini map, you can see we have a list of all the tasks we have to do. So right now we are in the living room slash kitchenette area. It'll show us how much trash we have picked up and how much dirt we have left to clean. It'll change depending on the room we go into. So bedroom, we still have all the trash to clean up. This room, trash is gone. Pretty self-explanatory. Honestly, this isn't a hard game, except for some of the garden competitions. I will say that some of the garden competitions can be brutal, especially if you're not like 100% sure what they're asking for you to do. And some of them, they really don't give you a whole lot of guidance. Okay, so we got a skill point. Hold on, let me go ahead and pull up our tablet and get our skill point. Perks. So we got our first skill point in cleaning, and this will also, your perks tab will also tell you what you need to get your next level in each of these things. So, for example, gardener, 2 minutes of mowing, 5 plants planted, 40 weeds pulled, 1 mole's exterminated. And these will change like the further into it you get. But for now, we've just got 1 point in cleaning, and we're gonna go with the good mop. I don't really know that there's any like difference to which one of these you choose as your first point. I just kind of pick them at random. There's probably somebody out there that has figured out like the best way to spend your points in it, but it's not that serious in my opinion, but that's just me. Take that with a grain of salt, because you know, I am the person that has like 5 notebooks beside my computer for Stardew Valley, so, you know. All right. Uh Press Q to, I know I've opened my tablet a couple of times now, but it is good that they tell you. All right. So, we need a radiator. And even you don't have to just search it in the store. If you want to, you can just simply click on the tasks icon, and it'll tell you based off of the room you're in what item you need to buy. So we need a radiator for in here. I'm just going to go with the small one, the cheap one. And I believe I've got normal controls turned on for appliance setup. You can change it from easy to hard to normal, all that good stuff. Basically just your personal preference there. And you do not have to uh, like move all this stuff around, but it does bother me that it's not placed correctly. So we're just gonna tidy up Sarah's house a little bit. The way I see it, that is what we were hired to do, so why not? Alright, we still gotta clean the bathroom, and then we are done with Sarah's house. But before we complete the job, I want to show you, if you have the gardening DLC and you're somebody like me where all of this bothers you, all the unkept lawn, the weeds, you can go ahead and pick the weeds. But right now we don't have any of our tools. All we can do is clean. So we don't have any of our gardening tools. We have to wait until we get some jobs from the gardening DLC before we can even interact with them. I am just going to go ahead and get these weeds because they are bothering me. Again, not necessary, and I'm only going to be able to get the ones that I can readily see. But once you do have access to your gardening tools, if you want, you don't get any extra money for doing this. As far as I'm aware, there is no benefit to doing this except for my own peace of mind. But you can, if you so choose, wait until you get the gardening DLC quests in, which you always have to, like Sarah's house, unfortunately, just doesn't get to be mowed. Also, just so you guys know, this game isn't normally quite this silent. There is background noise to it, but I wasn't 100% sure if it was safe to have the music turned on while I was streaming, so just to cover my own ass, we have it turned off, but I left the sound effects on for you guys. So it does have a little bit of ambiance. it at least feels like we're in a real neighborhood, even though it's literally just... I don't know if this is like a nice neighborhood or if it reminds me of something out of a horror movie. So, anyways. Okay, enough of that. So, we're done. You can either just press enter or you can hit... Well, actually, let's just press enter. Because I think clicking on the gate just takes you back to your office. Either way, we got Sarah's house all cleaned up, so we'll get some money from that. And, like, the first couple of stages as you're learning the different mechanics, it's essentially a tutorial for the game, as far as I can tell. You can use the things you find, like, on your little quests and missions, to actually clean up your own little hovel. So, we got the mop while we were out at Sarah's, which means we can clean up our house finally. Now, I can't say for sure that we have everything cleaned, because I can't tell. We will eventually get some better upgrades and we can see the dirt a little bit better. But either way, good enough for right now. I can't see it, so that means it's not there. But we've got 3 new emails. Like I said, the DLCs will have a little icon associated with whatever DLC it is. So the gardening one has this little flower. So Evelyn Hawes wants us to do gravel and a couple bushes, but I think we're just going to do the missions in order. So Caroline Smith, cleaning the garage. I'm gonna have to put my OCD and urge to mow everybody's lawn for free off to the side. Okay. Hello, we need to clean the garage. Please throw away all the boxes, trash, and old tires. Please don't forget to clean the window, too. It's better not to touch the tools, though. My husband doesn't like when someone moves them and he can't find them afterward. Regards, Caroline Smith. All right. And the little preview you get before you go to a place is the house you're going to be working on. I don't think I've encountered any yet that have been a different house. Oh, so their yard is already really clean, so I'm just going to go ahead and clean up the weeds for them, because their yard doesn't give me anxiety like all the other yards do. You know, I'm just cleaning up all her weeds uh, like that's what she would want. But I know from experience that some people actually prefer weeds in their garden. Because technically speaking, a weed is just like a flower or a plant that you don't want in your garden. And I am specifically going to try and grow dandelions next year. So most people see them as a weed. I want to grow them. So I really don't know if I should be picking all her weeds out if she hasn't asked me to. Either way, let's see what their garage is looking like. A little rough, but you know what? I guarantee you we're going to see worse. I will say it is a little annoying that it tries to highlight everything while you're just clicking through the trash, but at the same time, not a whole lot I can do about that. So, some of these tires are things you can't take. If it has a blue outline, you can only pick it up. You can't just dispose of it. It'll also tell you hold to pick up or press to dispose, so just pay attention before you start grabbing, because I have, like, the first couple of times I did this one, just grabbed tires and ended up throwing them across the thing because I wasn't paying attention that I couldn't throw them away. And last couple of things. Hey, Riley. Oh, life's good. Life's good, man. How's everything going for you? Let's see. Get all the dirt, mud, and tire tracks up. And again, just like we did in Sarah's house, I am going to uh, rearrange certain things. Again, I'm not going to touch the tools because Caroline did specifically ask us not to touch the tools. But these bikes are bothering me, so we're just going to hold them up, straighten them out, and move them off to the side a little bit. There we go. Now, clean the window, which means... Oh, God. Sorry, the window cleaning sound effect threw me all the way off. I forgot that's what it sounded like. The last couple of times I've played, I've had the noise completely off, 'cause I usually, when I'm not streaming, just play, like, music off with a YouTube video up. So we've completed the job. We got $476 and some odd cents for that. Slowly building up our money until we can, uh, get our own house. Okay, but that means we can clean the windows at our new place, or at our place. Let's see. Have you noticed that by using the gallery tab on the tablet, you can choose any image from your hard drive and use it as a poster or picture to hang on the wall? You can also use the camera tab to take photos of the game and save your works on the disk. Cool. Anywho, who is next? Jack Granahan. Radiators. I will pay you if I am fully satisfied, or you get nothing. Winter is coming. The winters are hard, and there are no radiators in my house. Mount them. I mean, okay, a little rude, but sure. Long as he pays me, that's fine. And seemingly in line with the attitude of his letter, there is nothing out of order in his yard. I always double check, but there's never any, like, random weed or anything just hanging out in his yard. Okay, he's got one of the bigger houses. So this radiator's fine. If you walk into a room and it doesn't pop up anything, it'll always pop up if you have a task on the side. So we're back in the hallway now. Bathroom. Okay, so we do have some stuff to do in the bathroom. We need to mount a sink right here, but we can't mount anything until we unscrew the caps off of this. So go ahead and get these taken off. Okay. Alright, it brought us straight into our skill point thing. I was fixing to go to our tasks, but let's go ahead and take care of this. So 20% faster mounting, that's actually going to come in handy in just a second whenever we go to mount the sink. So I'm going to go ahead and select that one. You know what? Let's go ahead and get the Ultra Hyper Mop 2018, sure. We're going to do 10% extra payment for the job. And we'll get the... Oh wait, we have 2 skill points for here, so we'll get the double upgrade on our trimmer and our digging. That'll work. Anyways, back to the tasks. So we have the sync option. It's automatically sorting by newest. I'm instead going to go to price ascending. I'll be honest, I'm just going to go with the basic sync for this dude. And I will say, this game might not be for you if you don't like tedious things, because every time you hook a sink in, or at least this particular sink, there are some sinks that are like faster mounting than this. There is slight variation in each of the different appliances, even if they are the same appliance. But generally speaking, you are going to have to go through the same motions every single time you mount something. Okay, and we still need a towel radiator. But I think I've said before, I like tedious tasks. I like repetitive tasks. It's soothing to me. So if you're not down for that, this is probably not your game, but that's okay. Not every game's going to be for everybody. But if this does seem like the game for you, I highly recommend it. Especially once we get into the opportunity to actually do our own home. Because then we have a whole lot more freedom. You can design it however you want. You do have clients to look after because you've got a certain amount of people that are going to be interested in buying your build. So you're basically trying to design a home for them to buy. But at the same time, it's not the end of the world if it doesn't fit all of their criteria, as long as they're still willing to pay. And this is the last room, I believe. So you can really just go all out and decorate it how you would want it to be done. I'm not gonna lie, the whole reason I got this game in the first place is because I watched other people do this. It's kind of the same reason I wanted to get, like, honestly, quite a few games. I saw somebody else do it and I didn't like how they did it, so I was like, I'm gonna get the game and do it myself. So, all done. Back to the house, and now we have a few more options at our disposal. So we now know how to mount radiators, how to change out our sink, all that kind of stuff. I love flowers unlike people. So these people that pop up down at the bottom during your loading screen, those are some of your buyers. Let's see. Hold on. Nope, nope, nope. Q. There we go. Buyers. These are the people I was talking about that you would be selling your house to. These three at the bottom are because I have the uh, I can't remember the name of the pack. Hold on. I know a way to find out. Survival. That's it. Because you can sort this by pack. So you've got the Cyberpunk pack, the Garden pack, HGTV, Luxury, and Survival. And of course, there's also the Pets pack that I don't have yet, and the Farming pack, which isn't out yet. And of course, base game. But anyways, those guys at the very bottom. Lone Wolf 37, Ted Arrow, and Maria Kolkowski? Kolkowski? I'm not 100% I'm saying that right, but those are the three buyers you got from that pack, I believe. But they only bid on bunkers. Anyways, the rest of these, Veronica, the Smoth family, Raphael, Jantart, Jimmy, Jack, Giorgio, Donald, Chang, and the Johnson family are all the ones that will normally be bidding on your home. So when you're making a home, you're you're getting the bids from them. You have these people in mind, and as you sell houses, you will get more information about them during like the auction phase and during the actual cleaning up phase of the house. They will make comments while you are working on the house. Actually, that's a good question. Give me a second, right? Um, Hold on. I've got the Steam page pulled up because I was making sure it didn't have any updates it needed to do. Actually, it is currently on sale for 50% off on Steam for $12.49 for the uh just the base game, but they also do bundles. So it's normally $25. It's on sale for 13 or 12.50 right now. But they also do bundles for it where you can usually get a lot of the stuff for pretty cheap. Yeah, it looks like, oh, hold on. I'm not going to be able to get a good quote for you on the bundle price because I'm still missing one of that bundle, so it's not going to tell me the price of it. Let me see. Hey, Louise. How's your day going? Are you going to tell me how much you normally are if I didn't have all the things? No. Okay, never mind. I can't say how much it is normally for um the bundle because the bundle comes with all of the DLCs. And I actually want to say one of the DLCs is free, but don't quote me on that right just yet. Let's see. It seems like all of their stuff is on sale right now. Like I said, the base game is on sale for 50% off, and it's like 28% off for the bundles. So, yeah, it's not going to show me what the bundle normally goes for because I'm still missing one of the pieces for the bundle. So it's only giving me the information for that one piece that I'm missing. Because it'll still let you buy it at a discount if you only have one bundle or one item or one DLC from the bundle that you're missing, which is pretty nice. It still lets you get it, like at the discounted price. But it kind of sucks when I'm trying to, to let you guys know how much it costs. Anyways, give you guys an idea. These are the houses we have at our disposal that we can get. Starting from the least expensive, which is still too expensive for us to buy, which is why we have to do some cleaning and renovation work before we can actually buy anything. Yeah. Well, at least you got some time away from them for a little bit. Okay, so our next option is one of the gardening DLCs for Eveline. I work at home at my dentist's office. No, I work at home in my dentist's office. Okay, so she has an at-home dentist office. Cool. I deal with all kinds of teeth cavities, but not with the holes and weeds in my garden. Please lay some gravel in front of my yard and get rid of these. Also, could you plant something on there to make it look better? Kind regards. Kindest regards. Oh, okay, Evelyn. I like her. We gotta make sure to do a good job for her. Also, her house is really nice looking. Um, from now on, you are able to design a garden. Look for plants in the garden category to in. All right, we all know I can't talk and I can't read, so bear with me. From now on, you are able to design a garden. Look for plants in the garden category in the shop. There we go. Oh God, there's more words. Congratulations, you've unlocked a new tool. By using the gardening hose, you'll be able to water plants, fill containers with water, and wash off dirt on the outside of the houses. Nice. But yeah, Evelyn's got a cute house. Okay, so each of these little sections are kind of like their own rooms. Hey, Abel! But they're all their own little rooms, if you want to think of it that way, because they all have their own tasks. So, we'll start with this section right here. If you'll notice, there's a 1 next to the flower bed. What seems off, Abel? Let's see. All of our garden beds are labeled 1 through 4. So this one, you can leave it the way it is right now, or you can change the color. As long as it is this gravel that she selected, you're fine. As long as you don't go trying to change it to a different gravel. You can increase and decrease. I don't know anybody that would be crazy enough to do this. So we're just going to increase the size. And also, laying the gravel before you remove the weeds makes seeing the weeds a lot easier. Alright, and the only other thing we've got to do is place a coniferous shrub. So we're going to go with this one, because why not? And I'm going to try and center it. I don't know how well that's going to work. It's a little too far to the back. I always try to have these like perfectly aligned and it never works out. Oh yeah, see, it's just because it's like early on a Sunday. But nah, we're doing Stardew tonight. I just felt like playing House Flipper and I didn't want to like mess up the flow of the games we've already been doing. Alright, so this one is the same as the other one. We're doing the single color gravel and a coniferous shrub. So I usually just go with like the smallest and the square setting. That's just me personally. And since her garden spots are like outlined with pavers, it makes keeping things even a little bit easier. I say and then realize I missed a spot. Hold on. There we go. Also, the gravel is super great if you just don't want to have to mow. So like if you're trying to do, there's one of the categories, it's the modern garden and the uh American garden. Both of those require involve like laying down gravels and like wood chips. So you can just kind of like go to town putting those down instead of having to mow. Which I will say, sometimes the mowing can be a little tedious. Okay, so this one... Alright, this one we're going with the 2-color gravel, and I think we'll go with... We'll go with the chunkier rocks. Alright. After a lot of experience with this, I already know that's the best I'm going to get with, like, keeping that aligned, so... I'm going to call that good enough. As long as the game says I've got enough gravel placed, that's good enough for me. And all of our weeds picked up. More coniferous shrubs. We only need one over here. I'm just going to align it kind of with that one. Also, you guys let me know if the ambient noise is a little too loud. Like I said, most of the time I'm listening to YouTube when I play, so I have it on mute. So I'm not sure what is an acceptable volume. Alright. I keep getting stuck on the weeds. Also, I see a spot I missed right there, so I'm just gonna go ahead and clean that up. Because the weeds are, like, interactable entities. You can get stuck on them. Okay. Last coniferous shrub, and then we are done with Miss Eveline's house. There we go. Do we have access? Okay. This game won't let you do, like, just whatever you please. Just so you know, you do have this thing right here, this little cell gun, where if you buy something and you don't like it, you can get rid of it. But if you were at somebody else's home, that's immoral. I shouldn't do this. Who do you think I am? And yeah, actually, I was thinking about doing it as like a regular Sunday thing if you guys are interested in it. That's all tasks complete, so let's head on out. But yeah, I was gonna see how well you guys liked this particular one, and if it's something that you guys are interested in, I'm gonna keep doing it. If not, we'll just work it into the rotation whenever we get through with our Road to Riches playthrough of Stardew Valley. It's up to you guys on that one. I've got another save file of House Flipper that I can play in my free time. If you guys aren't interested, I can just hold this one off until you guys are interested in it. Doesn't bother me. Amanda Johnson, Amaranth Walls. Bonjour, smiley face. I want my house to look a bit more arty. Can you please paint some of the walls in the living room, Amaranth? The remaining walls should look stunning in gray. Oh, I almost forgot. Can you please replace the broken electrical socket? Merci, Amanda Johnson. Alright. I've had I've heard some people say that the painting is like the most like annoying bit. I personally don't mind it. I like it. But then again, I'm also a weirdo that thinks that they would want to paint their rooms until they actually have to do it and they're on their like third coat of paint. It was fun the first two coats. Now I'm just tired, you know? Congratulations, you have unlocked a new tool. From now on, you will be able to paint walls with the paint roller. All you have to do is use the tablet to buy paint. There we go. Simple. Oh dang, have I really? Cool. It's always great to hear people want to hang out. Let's see. You see that? I don't know if you guys can see the little red dot on my mini-map. Oh, also, it gives you like a timer for how long you've been in each house. Well, if you guys are enjoying it, we're gonna keep it going. Yep. So we've got that little red box in the mini-map. I keep having the urge to like point at my screen like you guys can see what the fuck I'm doing. At the moment, at least you can't. But as soon as we walked in here, we had the task pop up, repair electrical outlet. That is what that little red box is. So if you have anything that needs to be assembled, it'll pop up as a red element on your mini-map. And get these all screwed in. I'll be honest, I think the electrical outlets might be my favorite things to replace. Uh, I think we would have to do something special if 100 people subscribed. Alright, we have another electrical outlet in here, and I am right in front of it. There we go. Oh, come on. You have to click it all the way off the screen before you can actually move on to the next thing. Let's see. I don't know why I like the electrical outlet so much, because that's like one thing I would never do myself. I don't mess with plumbing, and I don't mess with electricity, especially not the electricity. Like, plumbing, the worst thing I'm gonna do is waste a bunch of water and flood my house. So we've got our painting to do in here, this room. nothing. Nothing in the corridor, and nothing in the children's room. So all we have left is the painting. And she wants us to paint with the colors Amaranth Adventure and Gray. Let's see. She want, I believe from her email, she just wanted an accent wall in gray. I'm gonna get a large bucket of gray. So we'll do this wall right here for the amaranth. Let's see. I will say if you don't have any like skill points in painting, it is kind of a pain because you don't know when you've like fully completed a wall. It's kind of hard to tell. And you run out of paint so quick off your roller, it's not even funny. But yeah, if we do reach 100, I don't know, what would you guys want to do? Because I have no ideas. Alright, that starts a new wall, right? Dude, nice. I hope you both have fun playing. Alright, is that a painting skill point, please? And thank you. Alright, we're gonna go. I said before that I wasn't sure like which skill points are more important. I will say on the painting one, Abel, I'm too old for a 24-hour stream, my dude. We would last maybe 6 hours, and then you guys would hear me snoring. Let's see. We won't waste paint on an already painted wall. That's what I was going to say. That's going to be the most important one, because that's going to save us so much effort. Let's go ahead and get faster mounting. Again, we're going to do the higher payment for the job. And extra strength and speed. But I might not be able to do 24 hours, but I might be down for like I said, a few hour long stream. And by a few, I mean like maybe a double stream. Alright, you gotta be kind of careful when you're trying to get the top of the windowsill. Because the number of times I have accidentally painted... You can accidentally paint the inside of the window, which is fine if that's what you're going for. You can also accidentally paint the ceiling, which again is fine if that's what you're going for, but I usually am not. So I'm gonna go slow and steady. Hey, Sonic, how's your day going? Dude, I'm afraid you guys are gonna have to wait for the face cam until after we get moved. I have intentions of getting it, me and Drew both do. It's just right now, our setup is kind of like not the greatest. Because like he streams in the middle of our living room and I stream in the middle of our bedroom. So for one, lighting is god awful, and for two, uh, my room's a hot mess. I mean, I could tell you the color of my hair right now. That's not like a super big secret or nothing, my dude. I am currently a brunette with honestly kind of badly bleached tips because I used to have my hair dyed. I don't know if I am prepared for ARK. You know what? I might I don't know. I don't know. As much as I enjoy dinosaurs, I have a healthy fear for them. Like, I don't know what adult in my life thought it was a good idea for me to, or honestly, me and my cousin and my brother, to watch any of the Jurassic Park movies when we were children, but they did. They thought that was a good idea. I actually recall them leaving us at my cousin's dad's family. I remember them leaving us at his family's house whenever um my granny on my dad's side of the family passed away because they thought that would be less traumatic for us. We ended up watching Jurassic Park. So I'm pretty sure I at least had nightmares. I don't know what it is, but every time I watch the Jurassic Park movies, I have like bad dreams about freaking velociraptors. There we go. And it's like one of those like un you know there's no danger in it because they are long gone, but you still wake up in a cold sweat and you're like, "What? $1 giveaway?" Look, I tell you what, I will brainstorm some ideas. I don't think we're going to get to that point anytime soon, but I will brainstorm some ideas. If nothing else, I have like an absolute ton of games in my Steam library that I haven't gotten around to yet. So we could look into some of them. Actually, I could look into some of them and I'm pretty sure we could just like find like a wheel on Google or something and throw some of those games into the wheel and just spin it and see what comes up. Or you guys can vote on it either way. I'll have to look into how to make polls, but okay, so warning, a mole has dug its way into the lot. Use a shovel to remove all the molehills, but be careful, the malicious mole will create new ones if you don't find him. Good luck. Alright, honestly, I gotta show you guys this guy. Um, right, let's pick up the shovel and see if we can find the mole. Because, like, there's even an option in the game settings to, like, not show the mole. I think he's kind of cute, though. But I can understand why they included that as an option. I can definitely understand it. Oh no, dude, we would be here see, like I can understand why they have the option to like remove him from view, but he's kind of cute, right? But yeah, I have way too many games in my Steam library. For my birthday 2 years ago, Drew bought me an absolute ton of hidden object games that he got on sale. I think there was over 100, because some of them were like in the 4 to 5 pack bundles. We would be here for ages. Let's see. Baby on the way. My beautiful wife is finally pregnant. Now we're more busy than ever before, but very happy too. I have no idea what to get my hands dirty with. There are so many things that need doing before our precious princess arrives. We're 100% that it's a girl. We've gone ahead and bought a cute little house for the three of us. Unfortunately, it needs a proper clean and preparation for our baby. I hope I can count on you to get the house in order. I would also like to ask if you could prepare the kids' room, buy the crib, changing station, possibly some toys. I put everything in your hands with this matter. You most definitely have to paint our princess's room a light rose color. Thank you so much, Matt Marlowe. Soon to be dad. That's cute. Okay. Let's go help this mom and dad to be. Hey, donkey murderer, get out of here. Don't encourage them. The last thing we need is me pissing myself at the thought of being attacked by a dino. Okay? Oh wait, this is the baby's room. I'm gonna do that one last, because that one's a little more intensive than the rest of the rooms. And by that I mean I have to paint. Riley, that low-key sounds like a threat, my dude. Alright, let's clean up the parents' room, make their bed for them, and... you guys never got back to me. Is the volume too loud on, like, the ambient stuff? Because, I know some of this stuff can be a little grating. I don't think I want to play Ark. I'm good. We're just gonna, you know what? If I play Ark, I'm literally just gonna stay inside all the time and paint. That's all we're gonna do. It's just gonna be painting an Ark. Be like that dude that does his Bob Ross paintings in Ark. Clean the dirt. Where are we missing dirt at? We're missing dirt somewhere. Is it on like a windowsill? Also, you can just kind of like hop onto almost anything in this game. It's kind of fun. Hey, Dive. How's it going? Alright, that's all the dirt. Cool. I think this one is only... Okay, yeah, it's only clean dirt and clean the window. Alright, that's all the dirt. Clean the window. I mean, if you did that, it would still probably have to wait before I could do like a special. After all, we got Stardew tonight. We can't miss Stardew. More of filling up the same preserve jars that we've filled up every day. And take your time, Mabel. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. The problem with being able to jump up on everything also means you get stuck on everything too. Like just a second ago when I got stuck on the ceiling light. Athena's going berserk in the living room again. I wonder which of my family members is minding their own business this time. Alright, that's everything in the kitchenette. So are we down to just the baby's room? I think so. Wait, no. Where am I missing? Dirt. There we go. Oh, come on. There's like 1% left of dirt. Where is it at? Yeah, but Dive, we all know I'm a little bubble-blowing baby. I can't do a game like Ark. Shoot, I'm proud of myself being able to handle Minecraft. And yes, I know how sad that sounds. Up in the corner. No? Where else am I missing? Like the tiniest sliver. There it is. Hold on. Let's increase that. Well, I mean, we've got to increase our mop. And let's go ahead and do 25% faster painting, because we've got to paint in here too. They want pastel pink. What did I just say about the nightmares about raptors? I can't handle them. You know, they don't let you, like, remove everybody's stuff. So, like, I couldn't get rid of that wardrobe. But I have free reign to, like, rearrange everything. Don't encourage him, Riley. Now he's gonna think he's always right about things. Remember, he's a donkey murderer. Okay, let me go ahead and move this guy out of the way. Dude, no. Like, Subnautica is a gorgeous game, but that one I would literally have a heart attack over. Like, I can already not handle, like, giant creatures, but if you add large bodies of water into that, no. Alright, carefully so I don't ruin everything. You know, I personally don't like painting kids' rooms blue or pink. I think it's more fun to like just pick like a more neutral color, and that way you don't have to repaint the room when they get older. Hey, Chad, how's your day going? Okay, so we were just barely not able to finish that. So we can get a small can of the pastel pink, which honestly is kind of annoying because we got to get that just for this little bitty section right here. You know, I'm pretty sure when I was browsing through the Steam library earlier that they were listing Elden Ring in the chill games. We'll go pastel rose on that just because they've already decided to go with the pink walls. Why not? Just because it's not my preference doesn't mean I'm gonna tell them how to decorate for their kid. Throw that there. We'll stick with the lily. We'll give them one there and there. All right, just need a bookshelf and we're donezo. Chad, I just want to thank you for giving the chat a very SCP Foundation vibe for me. Thank you. Okay, so we've got Ethan Jones, remove the remove the bushes. Hey there, I have a bit of a problem. I tried to deal with weeds in my garden and got some kind of herbicide to get rid of them. Luckily, just to test it out, I only used it on a couple of them and quickly realized that it's extremely efficient, or effective. It destroyed the weeds as well as my bushes. I'm really glad I didn't spray it all over my yard, but unfortunately, I did it right in front of the entrance. Now the plants in that area are dried up and look pathetic. Please wipe them out and fill that spot with some fresh grass. Oh, and if you could mow my lawn as well, that would be fantastic. Best regards, Ethan. Okay. Alright, we've unlocked the brush cutter. From now on, we'll be able to cut the grass using the garden brush cutter. Oof. I don't know what herbicide they were using, but they weren't wrong. That is efficient stuff. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I expected this brush cutter to be the more aggressive sounding thing. Like, comparatively to, I don't know, the window cleaning. But that's almost like a soothing sound. Actually, I would be down for Spyro. I don't know. I'd either have to get the Steam version or figure out how to stream from the PS. Because I do have a copy of... I've only ever played one Spyro game. And I've got a copy of it because Drew was so kind as to get me one for my birthday this year. We'll go this way with it. These things are kind of annoying to line up, the grass rolls. Because, see, there's just the barest edge. Oh, that's annoying. Actually, hold on. Dive, that's not a bad idea. We could do a Stardew stream of, actually, we would have to choose which mod because there's a couple of them that add whole sections to the game. I know Stardew Expanded is like the most popular one, or the most talked about one, but there's a bunch of them that are in the same, like, um, the same format. And some of them that even work in conjunction with the expanded mod. Like, don't worry, I'm gonna play those at some point anyways. I'm just gonna set that there for right now, because I know I'm gonna need it for that little section, but you have to line this turf up just right, otherwise it leaves an edge. Good enough. Alright, that's done. So we just got this little section, at least in the front. Alright, hold on. Let me write myself a reminder to look at the Spyro games on Steam. Alright. And we got one little bitty edge left. I'm gonna go with this extra small roll. Nope, even that's gonna be too small, so we're gonna go with the small roll. Alright. It says finished with the job, but... Oh, wait. Yeah. We still gotta mow. And all we've got is the... You know what? They call it the brush cutter. I'm just gonna call it a weed eater, because that's what it looks like. Pretty sure that's what it is. That's what I have always referred to it as in my mind. So we're just gonna weed eat away. Alright, there's some more over on this side. Yes. Alright, that's everything. Okay. I want to wear away a few more of the missions so we can build up some more skill points before we start working on our office. And also, we still got some tools that I want to get because the layout of this right now is fine, but we can completely rearrange how this entire house looks. Uh, let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do some more of these gardening ones. These are pretty quick. A a small lawn and pool. Hello, I haven't been home in a while, and well, it's gotten a bit overgrown. I haven't got time for mowing, especially because my plot is quite large, so I'll gladly hand the work over. Moreover, I'd like to have a decent swimming pool in the garden. Please place it near the terrace. Regards, Xavier Wolski. That's a house. You know, honestly, I like it, except for the brick pattern. Like, I am down for the orange house, but the brick pattern just kinda... It's a look, you know? Anyways, we get a new tool with this one. We get the lawnmower. From now on, you can make use of the lawnmower, choose it from the tools menu, and then use it by pressing E. So, this guy I do have to be careful with because I can run over plants and stuff. If it's not blued out like that, I can run it over. And I have, in the past, destroyed a couple of garden beds. Not gonna lie. But nobody seemed to mind, so... If they didn't yell at me, did it happen? I will say it's incredibly easy to get snagged on stuff with this lawnmower. Like, little divots in the fence, or, uh, that random pole that was in the front yard. Or at least maybe that's just me. It's incredibly easy for me to get hung up on stuff, apparently. At the moment, we don't have the option to change our speed. I'm pretty sure that comes with, like, a skill boost. But you really don't want to go too much faster than this. This is I think the low setting, and you can go medium and high. High, it gets to where it's unwieldy, and that's how you can, like, end up running over somebody's garden. Oh no! Are you gonna go fight, man? Hold on, real quick, I'm gonna see if we have any more skill points. We don't have any more for gardening, never mind. Oh well, it was worth a thought. Never mind, there we go. I should have just waited a few seconds. Godspeed, man. Godspeed. Alright, let's see, we get... Okay, yeah, so it's the second upgrade over here. I'll go ahead and get the tall grass on the minimap, though. Because that's going to come in handy for this one at the very least. We can always worry about being speed demons with our lawnmower later. Like I said, you really don't want to go much faster than this anyways, because it gets a little unruly. That is definitely an idea. I don't know how well my internet would handle me trying to do that, but I could definitely try that. Because it did okay whenever I went on Danny's server, but at the same time, my computer wasn't trying to stream. And apparently, I've been looking into stuff all of yesterday and all of today on different things I can do with Streamlabs, which is what I used to stream with. And apparently, some people's biggest complaint is that it like tanks their CPU, which, you know, might be part of the reason why I've been having so many issues. Like with the dropped frames. Maybe it wasn't all my internet. But at the same time, my internet's still shit, so, you know. But that's definitely a great idea. And it'll also give you guys an opportunity to show off your, all of your builds and all that cool stuff. Ooh, and also, like, fun land formations. That's my favorite thing. Sometimes it's just crazy the stuff that, like, Minecraft's generation comes up with. Alright, we've still got... Technically, we're done according to, the thingy, but I see some things around the edge that I'm just gonna go ahead and run around and get. Also, if at any point you want to head back to your office and, like, not complete the job just yet, you can just go to the gate. You also use that gate whenever you're at, like, any properties you own if you want to return to your office or switch to a different house to go to. I always double guess myself on this whenever I start up a new game, but I'm pretty sure that's how you sell and put stuff on auction as well. Whenever you have a property, you go to the gate and click use. We're just gonna stay for right now because we're still doing some work. So they wanted a swimming pool back here, right? Yeah. They want a swimming pool and some loungers. We're just... Oh, no, no, no. Hold on. I got an idea. I got an idea. They seem to have a thing for this, red color. If you'll notice, they've got the cherry, like, dining table set. They've got the red brick. Their car was red. Their awning over there was red. So we're gonna give them this red pool. I don't know how well I have it lined up right now. Do want to make sure it's at least in this section, though. Alright. Get a look at it before I get it placed in the ground. Alright, good enough. That's lined up well enough. But also, you know, if we set that as the goal for, like, something we can do for the 100 subscriber thing, that'll also, because we all know it's going to take a little bit before we hit 100. But that'll give you guys some time to work on some different builds or anything you want to show off. Hold on. The task thing only really works if you were standing in the location. Like, remember I said that different things count as, like, their own individual rooms whenever you're doing tasks. So we're going to get these in... I think it's dark cherry is what they've got over here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They got the dark cherry going on. So go 1 and 2. All done. I'm just happy we have the lawnmower now. I can finally get that lawn taken care of. Like, we're still gonna have to decorate it and change out all the stuff on the outside of the house and everything, but getting the lawn mowed is the biggest thing for me because it's just such a mess. So we're actually going to do that real quick. This game also has a day-night cycle, by the way, which can be kind of annoying. You do have the option to toggle it on and off if you just, don't want it on. I usually just leave it on because why not? Hold on, let me go around with the brush cutter. The weed eater. Make things a little bit easier on myself. Like I said, I get hung up with the lawnmower all the time. But you can toggle off the day-night cycle in the settings if you want to. I just leave it on because it's never really bothered me anyways. And honestly, this game, it's sometimes there's something off about it. Like, there's something off about this world, right? So sometimes just like working on the house or something and it suddenly goes dark because it's nighttime or the sun starts setting just makes it much more ominous. And I don't know, sometimes I like that vibe. It's almost like playing a horror game, but there's absolutely no danger at all, just my imagination. Although that being said, I will say I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm sure some people, if you've seen any of the gameplay from this game, I'm sure you've seen what I'm talking about, but there is a house. Actually, they've got another one that they just came out with for the most recent Halloween update, but there is a house that is very special. It's going to be a while before we get to that one. I might actually just save that one until Halloween. But that is the closest to horror this game ever gets, as far as I'm aware. Aside from what my own imagination can come up with. Okay. That should keep me from getting hung up on everything. We'll see, though. And honestly, with the lawnmower and the weed eater, you don't even have to worry about getting most of the weeds. You can just, like, take them out. It's honestly pretty great. Because, like, don't get me wrong, it's okay to just run around and, like, grab all the weeds. But if I can take down everything at once, I'm gonna do that. That just saves time, because I already know this is a relatively big yard just because it's such a small house on the plot. So we have a lot of extra space to fill up whenever it comes time for a garden competition. And sometimes I go overboard getting things decorated for the garden competitions. I remember I had one, it was even on an even smaller plot than this, because it was one that was actually from the gardening DLC. It's a house called Almost Only a Garden, I think. I think that's what it's called. I can show you guys in, like, the purchasing tab in a second. Whenever I get done lawn mowing. But, the house is literally the smallest house that I have seen in game. I'm pretty sure it is smaller than this house. And the lot is... I'm pretty sure the lot is about this size plus a half. So almost 1.5 times this size of the lot. Actually, it might be double, honestly. When they say almost only a garden, they mean it. But one of the gardening competitions is called the English Garden. And I went around and meticulously placed so many flowers and rose bushes and stone pebbles that I actually glitched out the ground, and every so often I would take a step and I would just fall through. So if I wasn't standing on, like, a plant or a rock, I just fell through the earth. To be fair, that was a couple updates ago, though, so that might be something that's gotten fixed. like the possibility of falling through the earth. But I do remember the first time it happened, it was honestly kind of terrifying because I was like, please tell me I didn't glitch out that entire house. I put so much time into that thing. But no, it was fine. I just had to exit out and come back in. And then I still didn't get a perfect score in that competition either. There we go. Alright, let me show you guys the house I was talking about. Oh wait, I gotta go inside to show you. Browser. This one. Almost only a garden. It is 14 meters squared. I believe that's just for the house. That's the entirety of the house. On all of this property. There is so much space to fill. And like I said, you don't have to do a garden competition, but it is highly recommended if you have the garden DLC because you can get more money when you put your house on auction. Alright, we do technically have the money to buy the camping bungalow, or honestly, a couple of these, but we wouldn't have the money to renovate anything, so we're gonna hold off until we get a few more of these. Ooh, we get to cut down trees. Honestly, it's kind of fun to cut down the trees in this game. Just because of how they fall. I'm sure you'll see what I mean in just a second. Hi, I've got some trees on my lot. My grandfather planted them. They've grown so big they've overshadowed the entire lot. Nothing's growing underneath them, and I've dreamt of a flowering garden and catching some sun on my deck. I need you to cut down at least two of them. Can I count on you? Oh, and I really want a small pond by the deck. That's all. All that's needed is to remove the trees and place a pond. I'll take care of the flowers myself. Thanks, Catherine S. Alright, we have unlocked the axe, so we can get rid of big trees. Um, Remember, for safety reason, the tree has to be cut as low as possible. So, honestly, I really like Catherine's yard she's got here. And that deck chair looks really nice, too. Alright, so these two are the ones we need to cut down. So, cut low. Is it gonna dance for us? Nope, it's just gonna sink into the ground. I don't know why that's so entertaining to me. Sometimes they'll just, like, spin around a little bit, too. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad they didn't, like, include fall damage for the chopping trees. Honestly, that would have been really useful for the trees that uh, we got rid of on our property if it had just sank into the ground. Alright, I think I've got this lined up. Nope. No, I sure don't. Let's go right. Right there? Okay, they've still got a ton of, like, empty space, but she did say she was gonna put flowers, so that's not my business then. Alright. Place the pond, and fill it up. Alright, and that's all we needed. Alright, so we've got this guy down here saying 2 bathrooms are the minimum amount, which means if he's going to purchase any house, he would prefer for it to have more than 2 bathrooms, otherwise he's going to complain about it. But, I mean, sometimes they'll still buy the house even though they've complained about everything in it, so I don't know what to tell you on that. Alright, additional walls. Good afternoon. I need some alternation. I can't talk. Alterations made to my 2-room house. My daughter is now 3 and we feel it is time that she has her own room. Please divide the bedroom into 2 rooms and make sure the new rooms both have doors that connect to the corridor. Could you please also put a new bed and remove and sell the crib? Yours faithfully, Thomas Johnson. Why do you gotta include faithfully there? Okay. Oh, by the way, guys, we're probably gonna go until about 2:30, 3 o'clock. But you see, if I wanted to, I could be super nice and mow their yard for them. We don't get anything for it. It's just like, if you're OCD, I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna just not mow their yard for free. Alright, so we've got a green line and a red line coming through. So, pull out our hammer. Red line starts over here. Honestly, that's a really nice sound effect they've got for the hammer. Bye, Riley! If you don't get to come back, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Okay. That little corner to go. Now, I will say there is something that's not a requirement that we're probably going to do anyways. Hold on. Okay, so crib is in blue. I can sell that guy. Bunny is not. I shouldn't do this. Still love that. But what I was going to say is, hold on, let me make sure we don't have a skill point that's going to give us, like, painted walls. No, just upgraded hammer. Well, let's get the big hammer going, and we'll get increased planting speed, because it takes so long to plant. Alright. But the walls are sometimes hard to tell where you need them to go. So sometimes you have to use your mini-map in this game. There's a lot of times where you can get by without not even paying attention to it. But wall placement, whenever you're doing additional walls for a specific request, you just gotta line it up. So just find out where the green line is. It takes so long. But there's technically no requirement for us to paint these walls for them. We just have to put the walls in, but it looks so ugly with the walls not painted. And the walls in their rooms are already white anyways, which is the cheapest paint. So we might go ahead and do that. Plus, it'll give us a little bit more experience for our painting. Hello, Athena. Are you done barking at nothing and no one? All right, let me get out the way real quick. Hi, honey. You can get on the bed. You're safe. The only one up here is Hector. Good girl. And... oh. There we go. So, technically, we don't have to paint in here. Actually, we don't even have to make their bed either, but it gave me the option to make their bed, so I'm going to make their bed. Let's see. Now we have the option to have the wall as already painted, of course. But we're just going to go to Walls, Paint. There we go. It is the cheapest paint. We're just going to get a medium can. And like I said, this is just going to make it look a little bit nicer. It's not a requirement, and it's also going to give us some painting skill, so why not? I can't make myself leave this wall looking as god-awful as it does currently. I'm already leaving their yard a mess. I can't leave the wall a mess too. And now I will say, like, whenever they have walls that are already painted a specific color, I'm not going to sit there and hunt around until I find the specific color that they have. Because there's, like, one of the houses you have to remove a wall in. It has, like, this, I don't know, puke green, yellow color on the walls, and I can never get that one matched. So I end up just buying multiple buckets of paint until I can color match it. And I'm just not going to go through that for like a couple of spots where the paint's missing. But this, it's easy to identify that it's just white paint. And we can still get half our money back because it was only 13 bucks for the can. So we still get our money back. All right. Kiddo needs a bed. Getting the bed grill. All right. We're just going to go with the basic option because it's the one that matches the dresser she's already got. We're going to move it. Yeah, I don't know that we want to put it that close to the bed. Or to the door. Oh, I will say you have to be careful when you're moving stuff because everything will fall off. Hold on, let me move that over there. That over there. I'm just going to move all her blocks over there too. Again, it's just all going to fall off and then have to go and bind it. And this is just simpler. And if you wanted to, you could sit here and build a block tower. That's your choice. Alright, I'm going to put the bunny right there for now. That can go there for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bunny on her bed. Is her bed, like, way away from the wall? Yes, it is. There we go. There we go. That's a little bit better looking. We've got almost everything done. What are we missing? Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Is it? Ah, down here. So, electrical outlet, we've got 2 of them, one on either side of the washer. And again, sometimes the stuff down in the basement is especially hard to find. So if you're trying to replace honestly, the electrical outlets in general can be kind of hard to find because they are small, they're low to the ground, and sometimes there's furniture like just in front of them enough that you can't see them. So just look for like the red outline on your mini map, which you also, I think, have the option to disable. So, I mean, if that's your choice, if you want to do that. The way I see it, it's an in-game feature meant to help my blind butt. Oh, gotta get this cap all the way off the screen. You know, honestly, I wish replacing outlets was this easy in real life. I mean, technically it is, but like I didn't even have to test if all the wires worked correctly. I just hooked them up and they worked. Then again, I don't know. They might not work. The family could get home and like try to plug something in and it's just like nothing works. All right. Dang though, they gave us 5,000 for that. I've never paid attention to the pricing on the jobs. The only thing I ever really pay attention to is the pricing whenever I sell something that I flipped. But that's not bad. 5,000 for just putting up a new wall and painting a little bit. Well, technically I did the painting for free, but you gotta admit, it just looks so much better. It's that finishing touch. All right, we've got walls to knock down, Anthony Gray. Mr. or Mrs. Recently, large rooms have become popular, which is proven by the fact that my neighbor and the neighbor of my neighbor, how do you know that? Knocked down several walls in their homes. Okay, PSA of the day. Just because people around you are knocking down walls in their homes for, I don't know, popularity's sake of that style, don't knock down walls of your home just because everybody else is doing it. That's dumb. Only do it if that wall is literally getting in the way of your design, like your house flow. Don't do it just because everybody else is doing it. I would also like to have several walls demolished in my house. The walls being the living room and kitchen and corridor seem unnecessary. The walls between the living room and kitchen and corridor seem unnecessary. What is more, the neighbor from across the street painted the walls in her bedroom with a bright blue sky color, and I would also love to have the same. How does this person know what everybody's doing in their house? I believe that such a professional company will deal with my request at a very low cost without any problems. Best regards, Anthony Gray. Okay. This person's a little too concerned with what everybody else is doing in their homes. Yeah, I'll keep this up. Okay. So we do have to knock down some of these walls. Again, I really like that sound effect they used. It kind of reminds me of this video that was like on my recommended page the other day. It was like an hour of plaster slime cracking or something like that. I didn't watch the whole thing, but this sounds very, very similar. Hector, you good? That was a lot of sneezing, my dude. My current theory is that Hector's shedding and his fur is like tickling his nose. Because he doesn't do it all the time, but when he does it, there's fur flying everywhere. You good, bud? You good now? Yep. Yeah, there's a little bit of loose fur on his face, so I'm thinking that's it. But I'm not a vet. I'm not an expert. The vet said only if it's like a regular thing that he's doing. It's not every time, and when it does happen, it's just like there's fur on his face. Look, if I was a kid in the 80s, you better believe I'd jump off that bridge. Alright. This one is a little bit annoying because that counter's kind of in the way. Oh, okay, there was a lamp above me. That's why I couldn't jump up. Like I said, you can stand on everything in this game pretty much. As long as you have, like, the ceiling clearance to do so. And there's one more piece missing. Right there. Alright, one thing that, like, annoys me. This fell off the wall that we demolished. There's already a light switch in here on either side of the room, right? I can't sell it. This is 2 extra light switches that I can do nothing with except... Oh, wait. I didn't mean to turn on my flashlight. I can do nothing with except put... I can put them up on the wall. Anyways, that's all they wanted to do with their room. This person's a weirdo, so I'm not gonna paint that one strip. They can do it themselves. This isn't the bedroom we want to paint. Because I still don't understand how they know what somebody's bedroom is painted. I am so sorry. I'm fixing to butcher your name, my dear. Um, McKinney? Please correct me if I'm wrong. How are you doing? Right. They want sleepy blue because their neighbor has sleepy blue. Again, I say, why do they know what their neighbor's bedroom is painted? I mean, to be fair, I do know what my neighbor's bedroom is painted in, but my excuse is that my neighbor is my grandpa and my dad. There is 8. Ah, that one lamp is getting in the way. Okay. Uh, Abel, you're back from the war? Also, I apologize to anybody that comes in here uh speaking another language. I am barely even fluent in English, and that's my native language. I know enough Spanish to say I don't know Spanish. Oh, it hasn't started yet. Ah. Well, that and to ask where a bathroom is. That's the only things I retained from high school Spanish. I really need to learn other languages. I feel so bad when I can't understand. And like, not even that, like, I feel kind of rude that I can't understand. Okay, this room is all done. Actually, is that everything done? I think so. That's everything done for this house. Oh, thank you, Abel. Hi, Brian. I'm sorry I don't speak Spanish. No habla español. That is that is the only thing I can say in Spanish, pretty much. I know just an like they made a lot of those jokes in like in cartoons and like sketch shows. Like I recall a bunch of those like jokes where the only bit of this language I know is this paragraph explaining how I don't know this language. I didn't realize how common that actually is. Like I know enough to not know. I know enough to say I don't know. The funny thing is, a few years ago, I was actually like trying to relearn Spanish on Duolingo, and I just kind of fell off because 2020 hit and, you know, kind of fell off on a lot of things there. My daughter grows so fast and she is so curious about the world around her. I would love to prepare a play corner for her in the garden. It seems to me that a swing, a sandpit, and a rocker will be just right. Once you get started with the garden, could maybe you could also plant some shrubs for me, as my wife bought them for me. That would be really nice. We've already enlarged the terrace, but now there's so much space and not much to fill it with. A pergola would be useful here, also a grill and a table for the whole family, big enough to fit all of us, even the grandparents when they visit. Oh, and would you remove all the nettles too? Those are the worst. I don't want my sweetie to get some burns on from them. Okay, so start with the weeds. Right, those are already. Wait, wait. Let's just go ahead and get the weed eater out and cut through these. Let's see, what else did we have that we needed to put over here? Not gonna lie, Abel, I'm super jealous. Like I said, one of these days I'm gonna get back on my Spanish lessons. One of these days. Especially because I've had a surprising amount of people um, speaking Spanish in the comments and in the chat. So, it'd be really awesome to be able to reply and actually know what I'm replying to. Aw, thank you, Brian, and good luck with your homework. Okay, I think that's all the weeds at the very least. So we've got... Alright, let's do the swing set first, because this thing is... Like, I'm just choosing the base coloring for this, but you can choose the legwood. So, like, beech, cherry, dark wood, white wood. You can choose the metal if you want it light or dark, the base frame if you want it black, or cherry, beech, red oak. You can choose all of those options. You can really customize a lot of these pieces to be exactly how you want them to look. I'm just gonna do, since this is just for somebody's, like, somebody hiring us, I'm just gonna put this, actually, we'll put it facing right there. There's still enough leeway for somebody to walk through there, and there's also enough leeway for a kid to swing without hitting something. Even though this is a game and those things don't really matter, you can put it anywhere as long as it hits the correct parameters, like it doesn't show up red. If it lets you place it down, you're fine. Alright, kiddo. Alright. This thing you can customize, but in my opinion, this is as good as it's gonna look. Because, like, it starts looking a little weird once you start tweaking it. But that's my personal opinion. You guys do you. Alright, just gonna put that thing right there. And that's still enough room where the kid's not gonna hit anything. Again, it's a game, though, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see, these things... Do I need to plant those? I feel like I need to plant those. It doesn't say anything about planting them, but he said in his email... Well, I wish you good luck on your homework too, Luis. Like I said before, we didn't really have access to the internet whenever I was in school. So instead of listening to YouTube whenever I was doing my homework, I would listen to, like, obviously cartoons were an option, but also Food Network. I watched so much Alton Brown, it's not even funny. Alright, let's see, where can I put this? I want it to be lined up. That's good enough. One pergola. Alright, we need a grill. We're just gonna set the grill, right there is fine. We need a table. Chair. 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 There we go. And then we've still got room for the ellipses couch. Which again, actually this one I am going to go ahead and modify. Just because I really don't like these stripes. I'm trying to decide if I like those stripes. I've never gone with them before, but honestly, I don't hate them. They kind of give me like fuzzy sweater vibes, but not mad about it. Also, it doesn't say anywhere that we have to plant those. Did I miss something though? Because we're missing a portion of our job. Is it? Oh, it's right here. This is where the portion we're missing is. These sofas. Alright. And matching table. I'll just throw the table there. There we go. Good enough. Alright. I'm pretty sure he wanted us to plant these. Like, that's what it said in his email, but it's not saying we have to do it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and plant them anyways. Like I said, it said it in his email. Worst case scenario, we're doing work for free. Dang, Abel. That's brutal, dude. But at the same time, all's fair in love and war. Alright, I think we got one more, yeah. I think that's the only one left. If nothing else, we're getting freebie points for our gardening skill. Alright. That's all of those. And again, it didn't say we had to do it, but I distinctly recall it being in his email, so. 100% complete. You can't see anything back there because of where I placed the cherry tree in the swing. Nice. Okay, let's get substrates for liquors instead of flowers. John Walker. Hi there. Mommy left for a few months. When she returns, I will tell her that the flowers, unfortunately, rotted because I watered them too often. In the meantime, you have to cut them out and plant my favorite plants, quinces, wine grapes, etc. You can leave the flowers that are in the front of the house so that she won't notice anything when she returns. All of her flowers from the backyard have to disappear. That's my spot. Hope you can do that, can't you? See ya. So this is shady, but, you know. Also, his mom's front garden is gorgeous. Like, the goal I have for our front yard whenever we get, or honestly just our yard in general, whenever we get the house, like, all ready to go, is to start bringing in back some native plants. Like, I would personally prefer not to have grass. Because one, I'm lazy and don't want to have to mow it. And two, one second, the old man just knocked some stuff over. Give me 1 second, guys. Technical difficulties. Alright. Good luck in the war, Abel. Alright, so, we have a bunch of miscellaneous stuff that we don't have anywhere else to place, like, piled up in the corner of the room. And I'm guessing the old man stretched in his sleep or something and knocked everything over. He's fine. He just scared the crap out of himself. So, you know, just had to check on him real quick. He's fine. He's under the bed now. He'll come back out. He's a super skittish cat already, so that doesn't really surprise me that he scared himself like that. Honestly, it scared me too. But yeah, that's part of the reason why we're not going to be doing face cam until I have a place where I can actually put stuff away. Because right now, every room is the storage room in our house. So, it'll be alright. Alright, I am making, like, a huge choppy mess with this. But apparently I have cut enough to qualify for it to be fully taken care of. I can still see long grass on the minimap, though, so... There we go. Okay, I'm guessing... There's one. Sometimes the weeds will hide from you, so you do have to look for them. But it's okay. They're not too hard to find sometimes. Although that one, I only knew to look for it there because I have lost it so many times and had to go looking for it so many times playing this level. Oh, missed a weed. Are there any weeds? I don't think there's any weeds in the front garden. Over in the side garden there is. Alright, and back here is where dude wants us to get rid of his mom's stuff. Which I'm pretty sure is what we're doing right now, because I don't think those are weeds. But again, I've said before, a weed is just a flower growing where you don't want it to grow, so... Alright, let's see what kind of upgrades we've got. Alright, we could do regulated mowing speed or weeds visible in the minimap. I'll take that one. We've already got the highest payments we can get. Let's do the option to negotiate the price. Honestly, percentage of the job's requirements don't really matter to me because I always do 100% of the requirements anyways. Because, I just like getting those skill points, so doing 100% of the requirements, I'm pretty sure it gets you more money and it gets you more skill points because you're actively doing those things. So, you don't have to. You can go until just you reach the the line on the progress bar that says you've gotten enough done. All right, let's see. We need these guys that I'm not going to try to pronounce because I know I'm not going to say them right. So, look at that placement. Oh, that looks fine. Good enough, at least. This one I know I'm not going to pronounce right either. Coniferous? Yeah, not going to pronounce it right. I already know. So I'll just put one there. We only need 3 of them. I'm trying to keep a walkway clear. Like, again, it's not really that big of a deal if you don't. It's a game. As long as it's in the ground, that's all the game cares about. And since we can jump on everything, pretty much, it doesn't really hurt us, because we can just, like, stand on the plants. Like, I'm on the bush. We can stand on everything. Within reason. I think there's some things that we can't stand on, but for most part, we can stand on everything. So it wouldn't hurt us, but for my own, like, personal preference, I'd like to keep, like, a cleared path. Although at the same time, I wonder if it would be really fun to do, like, a completely chaotic, like, house flipper. Alright, so we've got Ribes, so we've got the black variant, the red variant, and the white variant. How many did we need? 3 of them. We'll do 1 of each of the Ribes, so we've got 1 of the black, do 1 of the red, and we'll get 1 of the white. Alright. Hold on, I'm still missing a weed over here somewhere. Behind me, there's one. Where's the other one? Ah, there it is. Okay, so over here we need 2 medium cherry trees, 2 medium pear trees, and no, 1 medium pear tree and 2 medium plums. So we'll do, I don't know, the 2 cherries right there, 1 pear in between, and the 2 plums. Not really proper tree placement, but it's fine. We're not worried about realism here, we're just worried about getting them in the ground and having it look okay. Alright, so technically we have done enough to complete this job, but we still have another third of the requirements to do. think this is the last spot too. We just need 5 of these grapevines. So we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and get them all out of their planters. No real reason for it, because as soon as you finish digging one hole, you automatically put the shovel away. Which is a little annoying. I know they have a purpose for it, so you can go ahead and get one plant planted at a time. But that means I have to pick up the shovel again. Like, I would prefer to just hold the shovel until I click on, like, to put the plant in the ground. Because then I could go and see, I'd have to pick up the shovel again just to do that. But it's not a big thing, it's just a small grievance. And honestly, the only time it's ever super annoying is whenever I'm doing stuff for the garden competition and I've got a bunch of trees or something to plant. Because sometimes I like to go ahead and pre-dig all the holes and then put all the plants in, cover them up, and then water them all at one go. Because I can technically hit a couple of different plants at the same time with the watering hose. So it does save a little bit of time when I've got a bunch of gardening to do. But again, not that big a deal. Okay, and I did see we were roughly at 1700 whenever we reached the point in the game, point in the progress where we could just go ahead and end it. Like we had done enough to complete the task. And since then, we've got an additional 400-ish. So, while you can go ahead and end it at as soon as you hit the progress marker, you get more money if you just go ahead and continue. Generally speaking, if you hit the progress marker, you're almost done anyways, you might as well finish it. Okay, it's almost 2:30. So I think, oh yeah, that's another thing. It displays real world time and date for you on your laptop. Let's see. We'll do Nick Flo's house. It's a student's house to clean up. Good morning. I hope you can help me. I am retired and not in the best of health. I currently own an apartment that I have been renting to students for many years. This year, unfortunately, I rented to a bad bunch of students, which turned out to not be the best decision. They didn't pay on time, so I went to check things out. When I opened the door, I almost had a heart attack. The whole house was a pigsty. There was trash, liquor bottles, and mud everywhere. They were lying on the kitchen floor drinking. When I spoke to them, they rudely told me to get lost. I finally got them evicted, but the mess still remains. Some of the furniture and radiators are missing. Can you please clean up my house and make it suitable for new tenants so I can put this mess behind me? Yours sincerely, Nick Flo. Okay, so as you can see from the thumbnail, this is one of the houses where you have roach infestations. Like I said at the start of the stream, I do have that turned off, just in case anybody is squeamish. Hold on, we got some dirt in here I need to get up. Where's the dirt? Okay, just that little spot. This room, we'll go ahead and take care of. So this room, we've got some cleaning and some painting to do, plus a radiator to mount. we're missing a piece of dirt. Where is it? Oh, it's on the window. Okay, clean the windows. And as you increase your mop, you get the better squeegee as well for your windows. Okay, that one's done. We got this one. And honestly, for this guy, today's not going to be any exception. I always, if I have the option, go ahead and do the yard for him. So we'll do that last. Did I get myself stuck? Oh, thank God, no. Okay, let's get a radiator going in here real quick. But I don't know, I feel bad for him. Mainly because he just had to include the whole he's not in the best of health thing. Okay, let's get just some white paint out. That's what old Nick wants. On the plus side, if I mess up with this one, it's not like it's going to affect anything because the window itself is already white. Okay, I think this one is going to be our last house for this stream. We can pick back up with some more House Flipper next Sunday. I don't know. I think it might be kind of fun to just like do an extra stream on Sundays. It's a pretty chill day for most people. We'll still do our regularly scheduled Stardew stream tonight. That's not going anywhere. We still got a whole bunch of money to earn there, so not skipping anything there. Especially because I have that whole experiment about whether or not it actually does us any good to wait for a good luck day to go to Skull Cavern. At least for the sake of the ores. Because, like, I know we get more geodes. I'm pretty sure we get more prismatic shards. But I don't know if it actually has any effect on ore. And yeah, I probably could just look it up instead, but at this point I just kind of want to experiment for myself and come to my own conclusions. Alright, is that everything in this room? I think so. Alright, we'll go to the room right across the hall. Oh, come on, let me... There we go. I think cleaning the windows is the only other thing we have to do in this room. Oh, no. I'm not paying attention to the radiators. Think we have to replace radiators in every room, more or less. There we go. Now then. In here. Just gotta clean the dirt. bathroom, clean the dirt in here too. We need a towel radiator and a sink. Oh, there's the dirt. Okay. Again, sink, you gotta unscrew the caps. Otherwise, you can't actually purchase the sink. And we're just gonna go with a simple sink since this is just a house he's renting. I highly doubt he wants anything more than just the basic sink. Then again, I don't know this man and how he runs his business. Okay. Towel radiator in this room's done. I am so sorry if I mispronounce your name. Feel free to correct me. How's your day going, Sod? Alright, this room is donezo. This one, I think we just gotta clean and mount the radiator too. I think the first room we did was the only one we have to paint in. Which kind of sucks, because I wouldn't mind leveling up our painting skill a little more. I'm missing one more thing. It's a box. That's what I'm missing. Uh, hey, Nix. Yes, it is an early stream, but we're getting close to ending. I'll be back again tonight, though. Okay, got that one done. Get this one done. Get the last bit of the dirt and get a radiator going, and this room is donezo. Okay. Dirt. Dirt. Okay, that's all the dirt. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull that out so we can get to the radiator. That one's already done. Over here? Oh yeah, bathroom. Wait, there's one more bag of trash. Then we can clean. Let's see, we need a washer, so we gotta unscrew this. And the radiator. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the radiator going. Because this one's super straightforward. And we'll just do the cheapest washer. I will say sometimes the washer can be kind of a pain in the butt. Because you get stuck in like awkward angles with putting the panels off and on. Just for this back section. See? See what I mean? There we go. I don't know why it does that. Maybe just like how close you are to the wall when you're behind it. What are we missing? Ah, gotta hook up the water line. And the output. Alright. Only thing left is to clean the window in here. This one. Yeah, remove trash, clean, radiator. Pretty much the same drill. Hold on, I'm missing... Ah, there's where the dirt is. No, I'm still missing dirt. Where's it at? Ah. Honestly, I feel you on that one, Enix. But also, it's already, like, pretty late over there, isn't it? Okay, we need a radiator in here, and then this room is done, and we can move on to the mess that is the kitchen. Okay, like I said, ordinarily this house has cockroaches. I do have that turned off and have the glass setting on just in case anybody's squeamish. And also, I don't know, sometimes I don't like to see them myself. So, you know, before we move into the kitchen and do that properly, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this room just to get it done. I'm stuck on the table. Like I said, you can jump on anything. That doesn't mean you're not gonna get stuck on the lamp and the table. Alright, we're still missing some dirt. Where's it at? Oh, you know, I really need to learn to just look up before I ask where the dirt is. Okay. Radiator is the only other thing in here. I'm gonna go ahead and move these chairs so I can actually get to the radiator. Alright, let's turn this like that. There we go. Alright, now to this disaster piece. Clean all the dirt up. Alright, we're still missing quite a bit of dirt, but I don't think I'm going to be able to see all of it around. Yeah, it was hiding back down here. Or at least some of it was. there any behind the couch? I don't see any behind the couch. Oh wait, it's literally right here. Okay. That's all done. Now, I will say one of the problems with the glass function over the roaches is sometimes it's kind of hard to see where you're missing a piece of glass at. But at the same time, that it kind of has the same thing going on for the roaches. If you're in a house that you have bought to flip instead of just one that you're working on, you don't always know if you've got everything. Because at least here we have a little guide that tells us that we've vacuumed up 5 of 6 glass shard piles. Oh, come on, where's that last piece? Oh, there we go. Alright, let's get the radiator and then we can move on to the windows. And then, like I said, the last thing we're going to do here is I always like doing the yard for this guy. Again, I think it's just my brain, like, puts, like, a picture of my grandpa, like, up whenever I hear of him. I don't know why, because neither of my grandpas ever were landlords. Okay, that's all done. I'll fix the chair for him, too. And like I said, this is going to be our last house for the day, so we're going to kind of close things down by giving him a makeover to his yard. And by makeover, I mean we're going to get rid of the grown-up grass, the weeds, all that good stuff. And I think we're going to make this a recurring thing. Around, you know, noon on Sundays, we'll just get together and play some House Flipper. Honestly, I feel like this is one of those games where you could just, like, kind of play it endlessly, because there's always a way that you can redo, like, how you originally did a house, change it up. Because there's no one set way to do things, except for, like, on these mission ones, you kind of do have, like, a set way you can do them, because 9 times out of 10, they're asking you specifically to do a thing. Alright, I was going to try and do my usual, like, mapping out, but those bushes are giving me problems, so I'll just have to go back and get the scragglers myself later. Go ahead and take care of this. But yeah, it's one of those games where even if you've technically done a section, you can redo it and redo it and redo it. I mean, I've already done that. I've actually never run out of things to do in the game because I just keep repeating it because I'm like, wait, I'm pretty sure I can do it better. But there's also a lot of content in this game, especially with the DLCs. So I think this is going to be a new Sunday thing for us. So 12 o'clock Central Standard Time on Sundays, we're playing House Flipper. That's just how it's going to be for a while. But of course, we'll still be doing our 6 o'clock streams every day. As of right now, we're alternating Minecraft and Stardew Valley, but that will probably change at some point in the future. Whenever we get done playing our current round of Stardew Valley, I've got a bunch of games in my Steam library that we can go ahead and get into. Some of them are just hidden object games, some of them are stuff more along the lines of Stardew Valley. some that are, honestly, I would argue more like House Flipper in a way. Actually, I don't know how to describe it. The game I have in mind that I'm thinking of currently is Two Point Hospital. I really don't know how you would describe it. Because, I mean, technically speaking, you are designing your own hospitals. Either way, we're still a little ways off before we get to the point where we change out from Stardew anyways, so we'll cross that bridge whenever we get to it. Just finish giving this guy a little lawn care. I'm probably not gonna go back and like get all the scragglers. Because I mean this is pro bono work, so I highly doubt he'll be too upset if we do a half job cleaning his yard up. Alright, good enough. Alright, we completed that one for almost $7,000. Jesus. We actually might have enough money where next Sunday we can try getting our first house to flip. We will see, because I'm pretty sure the cheapest one is still $36,000, which if we're counting in the money to get it fixed up and all that good stuff is not going to leave us with a whole lot of money. Like the whole point of this is to make money so you can make the next house purchase. Like you don't have to get rich doing it. You just need to make enough to make the next house purchase. Oh yeah, we got more than enough. The way I see it, if I have at least double the amount of money that I need for the house I'm planning on purchasing, that's probably more than enough to get all the repairs and renovations and decorations done in that house. But before we close out, I will go ahead and increase our lawn mowing speed. We can do faster cleaning, sure. We'll do 20% less paint usage because that's going to save us money from just, not having to buy another can of paint when I've only got 3 wall panels left, which could have been saved if I had, already had that upgrade. Uh, we'll go ahead and get the Tyler upgrade and again, increase the chance of successful negotiations. The quick jobs is really not that important to me. Once we get done with this this section of the upgrades or perks, then I'll move on to this one just because I have to have something to use them for. Otherwise, I don't really see any point in this. I do all of the job requirements anyways because that's more money and also more chance to get skills. But anyways, we will probably be looking into, hold on. Gotta actually get into the store. Whoa, no. Those are some DLC stuff. You've got the HGTV and the luxury flipper. They have their own section. And actually, once you complete those missions, those houses actually become available in the browser. But I think for now, we're going to start with the camping bungalow. We'll get that taken care of next Sunday. But for now, I'm going to end this here. I stream every day at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and apparently now at Sundays at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. So feel free to come back and join me tonight. We'll be doing Stardew Valley, or if that doesn't sound like fun, maybe tomorrow night when we do Minecraft will sound like fun. Um, if you noticed the dude in the chat, Shiny Haunter, he streams Minecraft with me and also does TFT on the nights that we're not doing Minecraft, so feel free to check him out. There's a link to his channel in the description below. Um, he's pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. They tend to have fun on his streams. He may be a donkey murderer, but he's an entertaining one, at the very least. But either way, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful morning, day, afternoon, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I guess until next time, bye-bye.